Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're doing another face-off, and we're going to be talking about the Sixth Doctor. And my question is what do you think is the Sixth Doctor's best or favorite season? So basically, the poll was between season 22, season 23, the option for neither, the twin dilemma all the way, baby, or that they're all terrible. And this poll, not gonna lie, did go pretty much the way I expected, with season 22 stealing the show. Season 22 won the poll with 76%, so over 3/4 of the vote went to season 22. Season 23 had 14% of the vote. The Neither the Twin Dilemma All the Way Baby had 7% of the vote, and that had to be they had to be voting ironically, right? And then 3% said they're all terrible. I'm kind of surprised that the Twin Dilemma one beat the they're all terrible. Had to be some ironic voting. But I have to agree with the way this poll went. I do think season 22 is far and away the best of his TV run. Now that I've finally gotten to see all of season 22, because I had only seen about half of it before, so having seen all of it now with the 22 box set coming out, I can say season 22 is a massively underrated season with no just flat out bad stories in it. I like all of them to one degree or another. Season 23, I certainly think is one of Classic Who's weaker seasons. I don't think it's a bad season necessarily, but there's only one of the stories I flat out don't like. That being Mind Warped, and I still love the fact it has Syl and Brian Blessed in it, but I don't really care for the story. Mysterious Planet, I really enjoy. Terror of the Vervoids, I like. And Ultimate Foe, I like. But season 22 is it's better. I like the darkness it has to it. It does get a little carried away sometimes, but I enjoy that. I like that it took a darker approach. I enjoy most of Attack of the Cybermen. It has a few nitpicks I have with it, like the ice women look goofy, but I like the story. I really enjoy Revelation of the Daleks. I think that's really good. It's got some needless filler in there, like the pervy doctor and the nurse that has the crush on him. They're unnecessary. Other than that, I like it. I love Mark and the Ronnie. That one's really good. I love the two doctors. I have some nitpicks with it, which I mentioned in my review. But it's so great just having Troughton and Jamie back. And I love how well Jamie gets on with the Sixth Doctor, actually. I'm trying to remember what all that season read on. Everything's kind of slipping out of my head. But I even like Time Lash. Now, granted, I watched Time Lash with the updated effects, which I do think helped a lot. But I enjoyed it. The updated effects really do kind of make it work. The Borat makeup looks phenomenal. I think even people who hate Time Lash have to admit they did a good job with the Borat makeup. That looks really good. And it's nice watching Paul Darrow just chew the scenery. Looks like he's having a ball. So yeah, I enjoy the stories. And Vengeance of Varos is prophetic in how TV and reality TV works, and I enjoy it as well. So it's a strong season that I very much enjoyed, and I'm not surprised it won the vote like 3-1 to the other options, over 3-1. Liam Neeson says season 22 is Colin's most consistent season as it manages to balance out the comedy and the dark nature of the season better than 23 or Twin Dilemma do. Caleb Bryan says season 22 is better as it has more memorable stories and more stories in general. However, Colin's acting was in fine form in season 23, and I feel he was really getting into the role at this point. I will agree, it seems like Colin's a little more at home in the role in season 23, and I like how he gets along with Perry better in season 23 as well. Paul Bailey, a fellow Doctor Who YouTuber, says, for me, it's season 22. I love all the stories in this season. I mean, my main favorite stories are Attack of the Cybermen, Vengeance on Varos, and Revelation of the Daleks. Season 23 is alright, but it's not on the same level as 22. I do enjoy Terror of the Vervoids, but I really enjoy the darker storytelling in season 22 more. Henry Andrews says season 22 is Colin's best in my opinion. There's more hits than misses. Shamrock Particle says 22 by a wide margin. It has a greater scope, more innovative monsters, and even Time Lash for all its faults is more rewatchable than half a trial. I agree. Even in 1986, season 23, as we know it, was ho-hum. I am a fan of Vervoids for its ideas and Mindwork for its gritty but not too much so presentation. But season 23 did start slow, felt like a letdown, and the Master's involvement was obvious. The original 23, especially the novelizations in 1990, felt more like a natural progression. I need to get those. I know they've done Big Finish audios of the Lost season 23, but I didn't know they had done novelizations of the Lost 23. I wonder if Flyattractor has some of those. I gotta admit, I'd love to read you some of the Lost season 23 episodes. That would be fun. Jacob Reeves says, season 22 for the stories themselves, but I like the way the Doctor is written in season 23 better. He's less obnoxious. And the Flyattractor says, yeah, I couldn't make my mind up. Not without a complete 60 rewatch. Well, of course, that means you just need to go rewatch all of the Sixth Doctor. Whenever your season 22 set eventually gets here, Flyattractor is here in the States like I am, but he doesn't import. He just gets the American ones when they come out. So he has to wait a lot longer. He has my sympathies on that. Reuptake in TV says 22 is the best 80s season for me. I'd also take it over the Williams era. Does it edge out 12? I think there's a conversation there. my reply to that was it most certainly does not beat season 12, my favorite season of Doctor Who. Bobby Fatrail says 23 all day long, then Twin Dilemma, then 22 some distance behind. Throw in Slipback and that would be near the top. I do like Slipback, actually. I listen to Slipback. And I've talked before on the channel how I sometimes struggle with audio stories, like some of the Big Finish stuff, like Spare Parts. I didn't really struggle with Slipback. I liked it. It was done really well as an audio. And it's nice having Valentine back. I always like Valentine. He just has that creepy voice. So I actually enjoyed Slipback way more than I enjoyed Spare Parts, for example, or The Light at the End. Slipback's better than both. And the Fifth Doctor says, looks like everybody concurs with me, season 22. Even the Fifth Doctor's a fan of season 22. So there we have it. Not as many comments on this one as some of them, but that is how it went. There actually was 180 votes in the poll, though, so more than some of them, just not as many comments. So season 22 winning by 76% over which was the Sixth Doctor's best or favorite season. If you didn't get a chance to vote in this poll, I'd like to know which you prefer between the Sixth Doctor, which of his seasons you prefer, or do you prefer Twin Dilemma? Comment down below and let me know. Other things to do, click the like button and the subscribe button. That helps me out, and I certainly appreciate it. And it's free. Can't beat free. If you don't mind spending a little bit of money, I do have a Patreon. It's down there in the description below. Take a second and check it out. See if anything there appeals to you. I want to give a shout out to Stephen Crane, a top tier patron. I appreciate his continued support, just as I do the support of all of my patrons. I also have a P.O. box. If there's anything you would like to send me to look at or review, check that out, as well as a link to my Amazon wish list. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.